Hi friends, greetings to all. It's me Lakshman Gautam and today I am going to make a short presentation on digital tools for data handling, and it is an introduction to ATLAS.ti 8. And there are different digital tools for data handling, and most broadly they are categorized into two parts. They are hardwares, software and softwares. And under the hardware, computers, calculators and other hardwares that support to collect the digital data. And softwares are of two types, the online softwares and offline softwares. Google Form and SurveyMonkey are two online tools or softwares for data handling. And Excel and Access, SPSS, ATLAS.ti and Vivo are other offline applications that you can use in data handling. And let me very quickly talk about ATLAS.ti 8 for Windows. And in my presentation today, I will talk about conceptual framework, conceptual introduction and hands-on work or practical presentation. And most basically, I will talk about these 12 things that you can see in the screen ahead. And very first, what does ATLAS.ti do? It facilitates the researcher to analyze the qualitative research data, and it helps making analysis process easier by organizing, making transparent, integrating and grounded in evidence. And it facilitates the triangulation of research data collected through multiple methods of data collection, semi-structured, focus group, interview, field note, observation, and archival research or literature reviews, and photo and voice, photo recitation methods. These are different methods of data collection. And this is the overall process of ATLAS.ti software functioning in data handling. It helps creating the tool and it helps generating the reports that you can see in this video here. First you create and then you generate report, and in between these two, coding and developing things and networking and grouping, all these things come here. And let me go ahead very quickly. Let me talk about qualitative research. And there are some basic features of qualitative research. They are natural setting, researcher as a key instrument of data collection, and next multiple method, next complex reasoning through deductive and inductive process, and next focuses on participants' meaning, and there are emergent designs used in qualitative research. You can find reflexivity in qualitative research, and it is holistic account all in all. And the qualitative data analysis strategies. So these are the things: taking notes, sketching ideas, looking with words, identifying words, reducing words to themes, counting frequency of words, relating categories. All these things come under this, and relating categories to analytic framework in literature, and creating a point of view. All these things are basically done, and finally the analyzed data is displayed in different forms. Well, let me go ahead. So ATLAS.ti works in VISE principle, and what does that mean? Visualization, integration, serendipity, and finally exploration. And project starting is most important and very first thing that you do when you run ATLAS.ti for the first time. And either you create new project, right, or you import the project bundle. So for this you have to do all these things. Look at there. To create a new project, click on create new project, and to import a project, click on import bundle. And after that, so this is the theoretical framework or thing that you have to be clear about. This is the basic concept, how atlasti handles the data. This diagram makes you clearer. So there are quotations, and quotations are deduced from the data, collected data document, and quotes are made, and memos and comments are added, and they are put into different networks, and we output the network according to our wish. This is how it goes. And there are particular objects in data analysis process. The documents, and from the documents quotations are selected, and they are coded being based on particular theme, and memos are added, and they are created into networks, and networks are created into groups, and finally output is done. It's quite amazing process, cyclic process, and they are interrelated to each other. Okay, so let me go ahead. So let me talk about document first. So what are the documents? Obviously sources of information, and they are found in different format like text, graphic, audio, and video, and there is no size limitation. Okay, and let me go ahead. Quotations. What are the quotations? They are the segment of document. They can be of any size. They are independent objects, and they may be or may not be linked to code. Quotations can be hyperlinked within across documents, and this is how it does. And let me talk about quotes. What are quotes? Quotes are essence capturing short order phrases, and quotes are normally linked to quotations, and quotations are renamed as code. And coding can be done manually and automatically. So I'm talking theoretically. In my next video, I'll discuss about how to code and do it practically. So don't forget to watch my next video. And let me go ahead. Memos. Memos are analytical memos are somehow comparable to researcher journal entries, right? So they are spaces for integration, and memos can be linked to quotations and code and other memos. And let me go ahead. So networks views. Now this picture makes you clear what a network view is. And graphical representation of linkages. And there are two types of networks, unnamed and named linkages. They are semantic ones, and concept maps, cognitive maps, and fog taxonomies, and groups. Groups of document, codes, and memos are made, and grouping is done according to the shared attribute or characteristics or themes. And let me talk about analysis tools. And while analyzing qualitative data, we use two different techniques, quantitative and qualitative. Basically, ATLAS.ti helps to talk about qualitative analysis. In quantitative technique tools, word transfer, word document table, and co-occurrence table are used, and code co-occurrence and explorer and smart code and query tool are some qualitative tools that are used by ATLAS.ti. And this is the cycle that you can see in a cycle and interrelation of these tools used in ATLAS.ti, right? And let me go ahead. Word cruncher. So it's counting the frequency of particular words, and you can select the words, what type of word you can count. Okay. So next, code document table is another important feature in ATLAS.ti, and it's a code frequency table, and it can be exported into Excel for further calculation and illustrative presentation. The co-occurrence table. It's a table that ATLAS.ti provides facility. It counts the number of times two codes co-occur with each other, and there is the mathematical output of co-occurrence of the different codes, and that is called co-occurrence coefficient, right? And next, smart codes. Smart codes are amazing tools used in ATLAS.ti, and it's a combination of codes using Boolean, semantic, and proximity operators. And it's like store working hypothesis which can be tested throughout the analysis process. And the amazing tool is query tool, and it helps retrieve data in the form of quotations by codes across the documents. And Boolean, semantic, and proximity operators, variety of query rules output in Excel. And outputs. Generally, the reports are seen as output and they are in different form, and in PDF form, in Excel, or in word processor, like that. And look at output word cloud. It's an amazing feature, and I'll talk about this later on. And finally, project is exported. You can export the project by saving it as a bundle. For this, you have to click on export project, and you can export it to XML as well. It's amazing. And in this short video, I'm not talking about all these things. And thank you very much for being with me. And don't forget to subscribe my channel for new videos, and don't forget to see the next practical video of ATLAS.ti. Thank you very much.